Thursday morning. My name is Nuri Mohammed. This is the 6th day of the 8th month, the month that we call the, I guess we have named it the Emancipation Month, but I guess we are now getting used to August the 1st being the emancipation of enslaved persons here in the Caribbean. And we celebrated that a few days ago, 6 days ago to be exact. But August is also known as the hot month, the month that we prepare for the September celebration. But I don't think anybody is thinking like that right now in August. I think the main thing on our mind is this bringing up of the BTL acquisition of SpeedNet/Smart, which the Chamber and several other commentators are calling a seller-driven deal. What we have in front of us now is that the BTL board has said that they are satisfied, they have done their consultation, and they feel satisfied to vote in favor of this acquisition. We would like to hear from Alan Pollard and Ms. Perdomo, who obviously had great differences. I don't know if they would make any public statement in this regard, but there's some fundamental issues there that still needs public ventilation, and we don't know. It's as Mr. Sanchez, the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, said in an interview yesterday, he thinks it's a done deal, and he's not sure whether there will be any changes, despite the fact that we've seen people already in the streets saying that they are not in agreement with this. Our numbers here is 280-5848, 280-5848, if you'd like to weigh in on this subject that we picked it up some months ago. It seemed to have died when public protests caused BTL to pull back, to say that they need to study this, do a little bit more due diligence, do more consultation, and then all of a sudden, overnight almost, there is this announcement that their board is in agreement with this. The board is important because they run the company. But the situation with BTL, as you know, the BTL is in fact, you could say, a Belizean company, even though it's being privately managed. SSB, which is Belizean money, and BTL in itself are really in the hands of Belizean taxpayers. And we were told when this was moved out of an Ashcroft control into a Belizean control that this would be, in a way, our company. Like the water company is our company. Like the BEL is supposed to be our company. But the way they regulate themselves and the way they make decisions are far away from what you may call consumer input or citizens' input. And this is a perfect example of it. Now there's a regulator here called the PUC, the Public Utilities Commission, who is responsible for regulating these utility companies, that is the water, the electricity, as telecommunications. But in this particular situation, they are still not coming out. They're supposed to come out soon and tell us exactly what is their decision going forward. But the question was put to Mr. Sanchez as to whether even the PUC decision, final decision, will make a difference in this acquisition. And he indicated that he doesn't think so. So where are we at? What's your opinion on this? Do we have control over BTL, or are they just telling us that BTL is supposedly, quote unquote, a Belizean-owned company? Is it really a Belizean-owned company? If so many of our people are questioning this acquisition, is it really in our benefit? Have they really answered all the questions? Our number here is 280 5848, and we'd like to hear from you in this regard. Now, it's also interesting that the media, including our media house, have been going back into the archives and bringing forward the opinions of several cabinet members. The deputy prime minister, that is Mr. Cordell Hyde, has made very strong statements, very, very strong statements, which is being repeated in the media, of a speech that he made some months ago, basically saying that he was very happy in the first attempt at surfacing this idea of BTL acquiring SpeedNet Smart, and saying no, there should be a people's involvement here. There should be a consideration of what people think, and that before any decision is made, that it should be taken back to the people. I'm not sure I see where that is done or is being done. When is it going to become a matter decided by the people, or is it impossible for us to know in our present circumstances how people feel about this? If they say, if BTL says that we're going to consult with the people, and the media is saying they see no evidence of that taking place, then doesn't it say that BTL should then again hold this announcement of an acquisition and say, we do want to go back to the people and find out what their thoughts are on this? Welcome, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Brother Nuri.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
All right, thanks. I need to say, based on the statement made yesterday by Sister Yaya concerning some names, what got to do with like some board with, I think your name call up and a couple others. You could just tell me the name again if you could say it.
What you referring to?
Some board when they farm will look like they might spearhead the Creole African something.
Oh, you're talking about the reparations committee. Yeah, my name is there. I was asked to be a member of that. There's several other persons that have been made members.
Do you know that she's I never hear her good because the phone when she's the talk on, I don't know, but
no, I didn't hear her statement.
Can you repeat those names? You have it?
I can't. I can tell you the names of the person on the committee, but I can't tell you what Sister Yaya said because unfortunately I didn't hear.
The names of the committee.
On that committee, you have the Attorney General, Anthony Sylvester. You have the President of the University of Belize, Mr. Vincent Palacio, Dr. Vincent Palacio. You have Mr. Richard Dickey Bradley, is also a member. You have a representative from the Creole Council that is there. You have the head of the research arm of Niche, Mr. Kokom, who was a member of the on our panel last week, as well as Mr. Pinello. He's also a member, and he was also on our show last week. The Honorable Dolores Balaramos Garcia is also on it, and of course the president of Niche, Mr. Albert Vaughn. I don't think I'm leaving out anybody. Oh yes, there's also one other representative from Niche.
Some lady. I had like a lady.
Yeah. The representative of the Creole Council is a woman.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you her name though. But okay, I'm gonna look it up and make sure.
I don't mean it, I know. Right, but I'm kind of just want to get like refresh the names of the people. But then, like, I think that Krem and Yaya, due to it, keep it up, like, keep it on the front page, like, the spearhead the thing, and then I have some strange name there where I never hear, like I never hear these people come out, they say these things where I hear like they say like state on it. So I want to know how they select them people. Like. How they select, how you get selected, how they select that group of committee.
Well,
how they choose these people. Based on what?
Well, I think that the selection is to put together a committee. This is not the first time. I was a member from 2013 when this was first brought from CARICOM, when CARICOM first decided to spearhead a reparations claim and pull together all the different countries from the Caribbean to form this regional reparations committee. At that time, Mr. Bert Tucker, the late Bert Tucker, became the commissioner, came back to Belize and formulated a commission or a group. And also left out Mr. Professor Cesar Ross. He's also a member. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But yeah, this was in 2013. This recent, just to give you, this recent effort came as a result of Mr. Sylvester, the AG, attending a CARICOM heads of government meeting, of which the CARICOM issue was brought up again. I mean, the reparation issue was brought up again. And he came back. He found that Belize did not have an active membership, did not even have an active commission. And he came back and started to work on putting that group together. The minister, who is Minister Fonseca, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, is the one that appointed that committee. Yeah, I don't know if I could give you more than that, brother. Those are just the facts.
That's a lot you're saying there, because I'm being informed, and the nation is who listen to crime.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one point where I want to try get that where I think question about how they appoint these people.
Yeah.
Okay. They're like this, Bridget. I don't mean to take up enough of time.
No, man. This is what this forum is for you to express yourself.
Thank you, B.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro. All right. I'm trying to make it quick. The commission, when they set up, is that the government set that up?
That will become an official government commission. And it exists in each one of the CARICOM states. So this is the...
I would ask, like, how come Miss Yaya never get selected or something? Because she sounds like a good one to put on a thing. How she never get in that when she really, she named, like, you stick to she name, then the active behavior which she have based by African and the emancipation and everything, the whole 9 yards. She that eye opener. I wonder how they never pick she to step on the board.
Well,
you don't know, can you do this?
No, well, it wasn't a selection where they decided, look, who would you want to be on this committee, who would you not want to be on it. It wasn't like that. It was sort of the minister making a decision as to who he selected that he would want to be on this particular commission.
Because at the end of the day, that committee, they want to push to get some sort of the reparation thing pulled through. I guess they might be responsible for if there's any sort of compensation handed down to Belize, the African descendant in Belize, they might be the one who they share it out, or receive it to share it out, no?
Well, I guess my brother, the reparations argument, and maybe we need to do an entire show on it so people could better understand.
I know it's not all about compensation. There's more to it, but I kind of stick to that one day because that one day one benefit to it when we get compensated. Well, when I say wait, like I mentioned, I don't want nothing out of anything we're given for that, but I don't want Belize and get. So I push it to my own level. Yeah. I push it to make this what happened, and I find it strange that the government who are responsible for slavery want take charge. I can't think who could have been do this independently, and I think it done the setup. So when I hear that the government they take charge of the thing, Well, I mean, you know the corruption will take place that place there, and then how that would be that like how you say no like the mix up the ham with the hammer. How you pick the slave master to take on a thing like that to get the slaves children and compensation. You know that they are be corrupt. How they set that up? That's not fair. How we doesn't sit down and make them get away with that? We doesn't sit down and make. I know you're on the board, Beijing, but I mean to say, if you feel where they come from, right? That
I feel
we on the outside of the what's that where it happened there, man. So like we doesn't sit down and take it.
Well, let me just say,
like with the telephone thing, anybody that sell out and they make so much money, profit and thing, and then they said that the police and money, and we just sit down and make it over like an breeze. That when we are done with this, blow over like an breeze mentality. Crime can't form their own board contest to get the African thing going on through the crime organization instead of the government. I mean, I might sound, I don't know, I might sound a little bit not informed enough.
No, my brother, listen.
To make a talk like this.
Yeah, listen, your points are valid points. You say something. Let me make one thing clear. I don't got no problem with Sister Yaya being a part of that commission. I have no problem at all. If she is selected to be on that commission, more power to us. But we need to understand something here. Number one, this is really talking to the government of United Kingdom. It is not an individual group. It's not an individual. We could make our own effort. But it has arisen now to the point where it's not individual efforts anymore. It has become a unified decision on the part of CARICOM leaders that they will pick up this issue of reparation. They did that in 2013, and they decided.
You had them by Pinello and then on the air that I did they represent this thing, and then like I don't know if I already talked to myself. I think who watch a program then just so you call the name again that then up on the board. I don't know how could that happen. I mean, shouldn't that be a Creole board or something? I mean, the ICJ or wherever. I don't think they care a bunch of different ethnic. They can defend themselves. So where we didn't mix like doing the melting pot there too? You know what I mean, brother? Like it just sounds so concerning.
Mm-hmm. Well, brother, you're making important points. The Maya took the government of Belize to court on their issue, and I'm not going to go into that issue. And they did not. They invited solidarity from Garifuna, Creole. In fact, this particular station was one of the.
Oh, they did that? All right, I wasn't aware. Sorry that I lack of information. I didn't know that the Mayans included.
No, they asked for support that came from non-Maya that supported them on the principle that their claim was a valid claim, and they got a decision made on their behalf that was in favor of what they were asking for, even though that's something that still has to be worked out in detail. But the CCJ, in principle, agreed with Abdoulaye Conte, who was a former Chief Justice, that ruled and said that the Maya do have certain inalienable rights for having been the indigenous people of this area for a long period of time. There's a lot of arguments in regards to that, but a decision, a judgment was made.
Okay, one more thing, Regine. Are you comfortable with the board, with the guys there, the female, whoever on the board? Are you comfortable that they do a good job?
I believe so. Yes, sir, I am. I wouldn't be on the board if I didn't think so. Yeah.
Yes, I hear your name call, yeah.
Yeah, but I did try to show you, so you don't miss this point, that Yaya has been doing a stellar job on her show, and every time she's on this platform, driving home this very important point about reparation.
Yes, she does.
All right, she's done a stellar job, and nobody can take that away from her.
Just wish that this not break her down. Make you keep it up.
Nothing can break that sister's spirit. Certainly not this. All right.
Correct.
And I'm saying to you, she gets enough accolades, especially back here, and many other people who recognize the work that she's done. And this reparation issue that we're talking about now is not the only effort that Sister Yaya has made. She's made many efforts.
I see she stand up on the station and she make it, she state the claim, she did it, she do it thing.
She's the one that really got this government to really feel the need to talk about reparation, it's going to talk about emancipation, and eventually...
Actually, that's because she make her call this man because I never hear she ain't call on a board there. I find it very, like, shocking, you know what I'm saying, because I know hear no Van Gil they talk like this, like that, and I know hear the Van Ramos they talk like that, and then no respect for Mr. Bradley, the politician, how call it, the liar boy, the liar fella.
Yeah.
I hear him personally say, right, and I'm not saying a bad thing, but I hear him personally say that 10th of September never did happen. And I'm like, well, he denied the fact that we celebrate a myth. I never did it when that fight happened, but somehow I believe it be, and we celebrate it every year. And then from I have a man like that on the board who never believed 10th of September that war exists, I don't know.
Well, my brother, you're bringing up a lot of issues, and you know it's good to have this.
Sorry that I said thing.
No, every time
the television program that Dickie Bradley did say that. Sorry, but he denied it. The fact that he said that our myth we believe we celebrate rubbish. So I mean, not to attack against the brother sharp and everything, but he has some denial in of a weak culture, and then for making up on the polls, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want to point no finger, but Yaya make I call because I'm one she up on the board. I hope she up on the board, you know.
Okay.
All right, Bedrin.
All right, my brother. Good. Take care.
Yeah.
There's a lot to discuss on that particular issue. Your brother has a very strong position that he's taking, but there's a lot to ventilate there, and maybe we'll do a little bit of that. Since we have open lines today, you could call in and be a part of this conversation. And brother, good that you brought up those points, because every effort that we make should be justified. It should be clear, and people should understand it. And there should be no shadows and nothing going on in the background. But when we want to discuss these things, we have to be very open. We can't go upon rumor, we can't go upon gossip. We got to go upon facts, and that's very important. So I hope he call back, or anybody else that wants to call back and question that. Or if we want to go to the subject that is in front of us, which is the BTL acquisition, the fish kill. I want to talk about that likewise. We don't say much about that. I don't hear nobody to make the comparison between that, Santander holding back and not wanting to answer questions. Very similar to what happened some years ago with BSI when all those fish was dead in that area up in Orange Walk. But we'll discuss this when we come back. We'll stop now for 2 cents cam with Brick. And that is brought to you by Fort Point Security, and then we'll take our first break.
Watching WB, and this is XTV. Big respect to our sponsors, 4 Point Security. And what we're going to do right now, the final 2 cents for some of the hidden treasures with the in a Sonic Nassau. All right, now we find out people 2 cents and see some of the secret we carry the high. Question of the day, tell me one of your secret hidden.
Most of it Mayan site. Mayan site, the secret ones, and caves too. Which is called caves, Shiva.
Treasure the most.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Well, our tradition, that's the most important thing that we treasure in here, you know, so you'll get to see how important all of that comes from music to the food to even, you know, the day-to-day activity that everyone does.
All right.
So,
but that's some of the secret to find out about Kyle.
Yo, Kyle, richness, man, you would trust me.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
Altoona is one of the most visited Mayan city up until lately. The adjacent communities have collaborated together to see how they can get a space here that the wood carvers could actually market and sell their product. Not having the POS machine in the past, we have lost a lot of sales. Atlantic Bank helped supported our business, giving us the opportunity to get the POS machine. Now with the POS machine, we are able to do more sales, and that will, also bring more, finance to our families.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows. Each generation building on the last and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, built to serve, serving Belize.
Trucking is the one place that can handle all your concrete mix needs. 50-pound sandbags, white sand, sand and gravel, river sand, black dirt, clay and landfill, washed white sand, concrete mix and limestone. We also do land clearing, road construction, and excavation. For all your building and home projects, visit us at mile 14 on the Philip Golson Highway. Call or WhatsApp at 673-1118, 671-9199, or 661-5863. We're open Mondays to Saturdays. Our prices are so good you can't get a better deal anywhere. Catoosh Trucking, where we do things right.
Belize Dara Cyber Home Theater presents the 17th annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert entitled Begging for a Dollar. This event is to be held on Sunday, August 9th at the Big Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until live performance of Lucky Dube's Slave Band on the big screen with music juggled by DJ Butcho, DJ Smalls, Mark Despar, Bigger Ford, DJ Waters, DJ Dalla, and all backed up by Dotty Love Sound. Entrance fee only $15. There's gonna be a brand new electric scooter that will be raffled on the night of the Lucky Dube tribute. For tickets, contact Dara at 623-3662 for only $5. The 17th annual Lucky Dube tribute and concert. Sponsors include Quayers Distillery Limited, Digi Wallet, Creme Radio and XTV, Honorable Anthony Mahler, Belize Tourism Board, Channel 7, Vibes Media and Television, Love FM, Mitch, Hot Off the Press, and Angela Press.
The black man is coming out together with the white man. The white man is coming out together with the black man. Yeah.
As a sheetrock installer for decor construction, I know the job is only as good as the materials I use. Using inferior products can lead to more waste, weak core integrity, sagging, and more time fixing the problem instead of finishing the job right. And that's why I trust USG Drywall, Ply-Sem, and base screws from Venice because quality is savings.
Quality is savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super J. That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man want lay the pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an Earth Strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, Novida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flavor, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport Parking Lot Authority. Earth Strong, the crown name. Would you get him on the crown? What you got to say? No! Just the hyper stage sounds and lighting rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes on a Thursday morning, the 6th day of August 2026. And we welcome your call. Thank that brother for that first input this morning. Our numbers here is 2805848, 2805848. I wanted to talk also not only about the reparations and the issue of BTL, but I also wanted to bring attention to that fish kill, as it's being referred to in the Belize River Valley area, and the fact that it is impacting people in that area. I mean, you can't use the water for feeding your livestock, for cooking, or whatever else we use water for from that river. And that's a very important waterway. And yeah, welcome, caller.
Yeah, morning, brother Nuri.
Morning, brother. Morning. Well, welcome, brother.
Yes, my brother. Yeah. Hey, brother Nuri, yes, I just wanted to call to comment on the massive fish kills in the Belize River, man. Like, I am really disappointed that this is not like a really major news story.
Exactly.
In my opinion, this is almost as big as the BTL kind
Absolutely,
of fiasco what's going on there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have the entire river valley where really, I mean, people depend on this for their livelihoods, their swim, their food,
everything.
You know what I mean? Like, this crazy that I would have think that Department of Environment or the area representative from that area would have been on the radio every hour to give the people an update. Maybe because there is a PGI and don't hear it, but man, I just feel like it's crazy that all this is happening and we hardly hear a word from the health authorities or from the Department of Environment.
Exactly.
You know, it's just alarming to me. It's just amazing to me.
Yeah, it's amazing to me too, and that's why I say these other matters are important, but how is it that we're not putting a lot of energy on this fish kill? I remember, if you think back, when a similar situation happened in the New River area in Orange Walk. At that time, we were looking at BSI. And BSI, this goes way back to 2013, and there was an initial fish kill and allergy that came all over the water in that area. People were told, don't swim, don't eat from the fishes in the area, etc. And BSI at the time was kind of denying that they had anything to do with that. And then it went quietly, Will, and then back in 2019 it surfaced again. And it became a big issue where this, at that time, not only the DOE was looking at it, but independent persons, environmentalists, also came and got involved in that. So I'm wondering, why is it that we have not moved in that direction with this? It's becoming like a second or third item on the news instead of being a first item on the news, in my opinion. And I'm glad you call and agree with that, man.
Yes, man, 100%. Because, you know, Brother Nuri, I mean, I think we have, could the fish die because they probably have some kind of, well, of course, a lot of chemicals in them or something.
Yeah.
And if people eat their fish, even before they did, their fish had that. So, you know, the health damage it's doing to the Belizean people.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you drive up the road to the other dam up there in Cayo, you'll see signs where they tell you, do not eat the fish because of mercury in the river. Right. Mercury kill people.
Yes,
you know, and that's why, like, I just so amazed that nobody, it doesn't seem like a urgency on the part of the government. On my part, you know, looks so to me.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you.
Also, like, you know, I mean, like, this thing happened over and over in our country. You know, that Orange Walk situation, and all hands point out to one area, right, over there by BSI. I mean, and then the thing just die off. But you know, if you look at the amount of people dying from cancer in this country has increased like so much fold.
Indeed,
and they don't try and make the connection to this.
Yeah.
And you know, we have them big country like that factory over there where they do all of this food and the point fingers pan that's responsible for this. Then a multi-million, trillion-dollar company that you and me gave a loan to that you and me to pay heavy taxes while they get so much tax free on almost everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like they just set us up to die, man.
Yeah.
I tell you, like this is like they just want to kill out the Belizean people.
Yeah. Well, my brother, you know, the thing about it is that I cannot remember BSI having to pay any kind of damages for what was caused.
They don't pay the politicians, brother. They don't pay the politicians.
And then now we have another major sugar producer, Santander, and the news ended, the item of the news ended this morning by saying they have not responded. So, I mean, what you're telling me now that somebody fault in that area because maybe they made the land clear and the area where they made the land clear cause something for get in the waterway and kill fish all the way down river, man, that don't even make no kind of sense. They know that has to be something about the oxygen. You see the fishes coming up trying to breathe and dying because they can't get the proper oxygen within the water itself. So that has to come from some massive outpouring of that type of chemical in the water. And we are not putting Santander foot to the fire to tell the answer now. We're waiting for them to voluntarily answer. So I have a problem with the way we are addressing that issue. And I remember, Will, and I don't know if you remember this, God, it's about maybe over 40 years ago. I remember when there was a Chinese company doing nail right there in the Belize River, right there by, I guess, our courts there now in Belize City on the northern road. And it caused thousands and thousands of fish to die. And some people were picking up the fish and eating it because they didn't know. They just said, what? Then fish then come up there like scripture. They must like be, yeah, like we never know the what in those days until finally it was discovered that it was because of chemicals that were being thrown into the water that created the fish kill. The thing is, though, that government has a responsibility to deal with these companies in a way that is in the public interest. We can't tell Santander, when you get a chance, give me one report. You have to send the government officials into that company and demand immediately. Now, they might say, well, boy, that's bad for foreign investment. You know, no foreign investment want to know that you could come in and in business just like that. Well, then who do you put first? The citizens or the company?
Or the company. Yeah, you know, I mean, Nuri, it is really, really sad. DOE should be camping in a Santander property right now. Should be camping out.
Indeed.
And they should, with the technology we have today, they should be giving live updates to the nation.
Indeed.
Because this is our serious situation.
Yes, man. Yeah.
You know, I mean, they should be doing a lot of live broadcasts from that era when they show so we could believe and trust in them. But like this now, any report come out now, you think Iowa believes that?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been hours and hours and probably a whole 24 hours before then they even put out a report.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing against the people at DOU. You know, it seems like I always call them out. But do your job, man.
Yeah.
Put Belize first. Put Belize first. And that's what they are not doing.
Yeah.
I mean, the company come in and chance me up, man. That's Santander there, the amount of... I ain't even work for government and I just drive past without getting out of my vehicle and I could see the amount of environmental violations, crime against the environment that these people are committing. And that's why, you know, I have to really they lash out for the Maya, this and Maya, that. Then stuff now happened at Toledo. And thank goodness to the Mayans who regard the land over there, man. You know? I mean, you have a lot of, you know, the lash back for the Mayas a lot. But then company can't come down here and do what they want, like how they do that, man. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And again, you know, I call out the people of the Belize River Valley too.
That's the next point.
Too often, man, they just sit down there.
Yeah.
You got lawyers, you got doctors, you got PhDs, you got a lot of people from the River Valley. We need to hear from them. I applaud Colin because Dr. Young, he did make a statement there, but where are the others?
I saw his brother in an interview last night, and he was very, very informative. He gave some very important points about what was going on, especially the impact that it's having in the area. But I think that the bottom line of this whole thing, that fish kill could not be caused by any individual. It can't be land clearing. It can't be like, you know, something in your little particular village. This thing is going all the way down to Maypen, my brother. You know, this is going into all those waterways. And because it's water, I believe also that BWS and Boeing was kind of soft chewing the situation too, because they got a customer base that they have to deal with, and they don't want to start panic that would create a problem in terms of their income. But the reality is that the first important matter here is the health of the people in that area, man. And then there are also unscrupulous individuals, and I'm not blaming any particular individual, who would pick up some of that fish and carry it down the market and sell it to we, with the assumption that, well, you know, that don't hurt you right now. It's still nice. You just have to cook it right and be so and so. But that's cancer down the road. That's cancer 5, 6, 7 years from now if we don't understand how those things work. So, yeah, I'm glad you're bringing it up, brother. I'm glad that you're bringing it up. It's very important.
Brother, and again, I appeal to the Belize, people at the Belize River Valley. Who know they're the one get impacted.
Make
don't
nice.
Have cancer down the road.
Make nice.
Only suffer.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, the government have a responsibility to report to the public. I mean, like I said, with technology today, they should be like doing live every hour to update the people. I mean, Nemo, I could tell you, like if a storm come down here and blow down some can fields, Nemo, they're right there to give out can. Nemo should be handing out water to the villagers in the Belize River Valley right now.
Yeah, exactly. There should be bowsers. There should be bowsers in that area. Yeah.
You know?
You should have bowsers in that area. Cause you can't say, I want to make my cow sad or go sick because they can't drink water. You should be supplying whatever needs to happen there, because that's not the fault of anybody in that area. It could very well be, and I'm not accusing, but I'm saying reality is a fish skill that size cannot come from individual who clear a land and they drop things inside of the river. Man, that can't happen the entire river, Belize River Valley area. So it has to come from a company. And the only big company in that area is Santander. So why not go and say, listen, we're requisition, we're coming in, we're investigating, we want to get this one issue now that is almost bordering on criminal. Because if you affect people's health and life in that area, no man, you can't soft shoe these investors with the fear that, we are frightening other investors. So you mean we'll kill one or two of we people or cause cancer with one or two of we people because we don't want to say nothing to the investor? No, man. And I'm taking people back to 2013 and 2019 when it happened with BSI. Go into the archives and see how BSI was treating this subject as that of we fault. It's not till the DOE went and said, yes, you are the one causing it. This was in 2019. You are the one causing this effluent pollution to get inside of the waterways of the New River, and you are the one where it caused the kill. And even then, I could remember their spokesperson talking not in a way to say, yes, we accept the fault, but tiptoeing around it and saying with diplomatic language, yes, we're going to look into it and we are correcting our Belcogen area and so on, so on, so on. So, no. We need to demand more when it comes to when corporate citizens, and that's what they are, interfere with the health of our people. We need to stop them in their tracks, because they're not here to make money while we die. They're here to work with us with a win-win situation. Uno get uno investment, but we also get our benefit out of it, you see? So, my brother, I appreciate it, man. All right, take care. All right, we'll take our next break and we will continue the conversation after that.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super G. That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you for set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man want lay the pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an earth-strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, Novida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flav, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth strong, the crown name. We get him on the crown. What you got to say? No! Just Dede. Hyper stage sounds and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point.
And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And, they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business, because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers, and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
We've got the wow youth. So, do you think we got a deal?
No one should be up at this time. If you're still up, it's not you, it's your mattress. Because the right mattress changes everything. Sherwood Bedding Luxury Resort Pillow Top Mattress. Sleep better, wake better. Available at Design Depot. All in one place.
The success of my business means a lot to my family, especially my brother, because I'm continuing his legacy, making butterfly art collages. It was very hard for me to receive payments. I had to go directly to meet the person I'm purchasing from and who I'm selling to receive payment. Because I opened my business account with Atlantic Bank, now I can make and receive payments online, and this has made my job much easier.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Have a vision? We've got what you need. From idea to install, Brothers Habet, all your building needs under one roof.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. so you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing star 100 # using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome back. This is WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's a Thursday morning, the 6th day of August 2026. And we are open lines this morning, 280-5848, 280-5848. I've been asked to announce that the CONCACAF Central American Cup game will happen this evening at the FFB Stadium in Belmopan. It begins at 7 o'clock this evening. Gates open at 5 o'clock. Verdes FC versus CSD Municipal of Guatemala. It's like Belize versus Guatemala because both teams boast the majority of their country's national team, 12 and 13 respectively. So they are asking that we come out and give support and make noise for our home boys because Municipal is bringing fans from their country, meaning Guatemalans will be coming over to cheer their boys on. So don't wait to be outnumbered by in our own stadium, this text is saying. Tickets are $30 in advance and $35 at the gate. And you can visit the FB page for ticket vendors and for outlets. So this is calling on support. It's CONCACAF. We're just coming out of World Cup. And so football is still very much in our blood. But our number here on a number of issues affecting us, the BTL proposed acquisition of speed nets and also the issue surrounding the fish kill. And our first call this morning was on the composition of the reparations committee that was just enshrined, if you could use that term, to describe the coming together of this group who have had their first, second, and third meeting and is scheduled to be the representatives. Yeah, welcome, caller.
Yeah, hello, brother. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
I'll be brief, because I ain't got much credit.
Okay.
Things rough, things bad.
Yeah.
Nuri. And the fish killed in the river valley.
Yes, sir.
And politics are not a war, but you know the city bigger picture, no? With this government, you know the city bigger, that don't mean nothing to them, they eat their fish there. Even the young brother, whether you're a rep, eat their fish there. Then, but they not care, then he's young, he still got energy to be out there to fight people, but do it when you're in a political party like that or a culture, then
Well, make we give young Leal an opportunity because he's been active in other areas.
They don't know opportunity because they don't give him nothing. Right now, then they look for buy smart and then make him an opportunity for way up in there. I know they get him nothing. Them people are not care, brother. No, look at, they understand what they happen. They do not care about the people of this country, but their interest is them and their family. Look, I tell you this for years, but both political parties are they get it. Them people don't care. Zero. See what they happen, to the country we live in. And I have never been to any other country in my entire life. Only So I know where they happen with Them people does not care. Then they ram down to be taught. They buy smart. They record them all when they use me as our house nigger. In our house nigger for the PUP. Anytime anything with the union, they took him out of the union and go after him. Then use that, brother. You not see what happened, brother Nuri. I did tell you straight up, they brother, I don't care. So everything of the dealing, make for him, brother, come up. Make for him, brother, make him money. After smart, once he buy that 80 million for him, brother, for their family come up. Don't worry what happened after that. So hell what happened after that. That's son and brother, they think bad. Listen to what they tell you. This is not no fool they talk to you. No?
I know that,
I don't
brother.
make people use me and our man. I never make people. You know what man come to me, you buy, you could come up big, you know. I could walk more place and you could, I know to run nothing. Make I live the life I want to live. I raise my kids up where I go. I satisfied. You know, use me to make I be a slave for no make money. I dey like a fool. That's why I live my life. They come to me to give me job for government. Why? I could turn around and but you know like pity pat game for you for me. I said for you for me, but I get in front of me. Serious. You know I use me to use my people. To hustle for my people. So when time you steal at the Belizean people or the steal and when the hustle to government because of taxpayers money or the hustle. You know, use me for no come up. I rather die with my dignity than for them use me. Serious. And I did tell you in this country, but I know it. Them brother does not care about the ordinary man, woman, and children of this country, but for their own family member. Serious thing I tell you. Serious. What kind of people depend on their faith in a River Valley era? You think they care? You think they care, brother? Them body trying to deal out there, even the River Valley people try to get up, stand up the real hell. That's how this country they operate right now. I get up, I buy my lead credit, I call, talk show. People listen. And I want to continue. I know I stop. Nobody will tell me, why you waste your time? People ain't to study you. You got one or two to study me. And they study you. Serious. We have to continue the fight. But we have to call one state where they happen, brother. These politicians does not care about the ordinary man and woman and children of this nation. I'm telling you that. Look how they operate. Everything that in their family, you know, this is where they happen, brother Nuri. My brother, my sister, my uncle, my nephew, sweetheart, wife, family, and then the loan of that. Looking at the parliament, the most family members, family ties. Brother, get up, stand up, and see what happen in this country, brother. You take care, brother. No?
All right, my brother. Yes, the same to you, brother. Brother is serious, and what can you say, man? I mean, if you look around, the evidence is clear, and what he's saying is easy to understand. But there's a pattern there, you know. There's a pattern, and normally in a case like that, you run to the opposition because you want an alternative to what's going on. But I know this is the alternative. Honestly, I know this is the alternative. And if we are going to work the system, we're going to have to work the system. I can't see us working the system from without. We have to work the system from within. And we do have to call these politicians, I don't care who, to check. We do have to point out to them where they happen. But at the same time, we either go in at the streets and create a scenario to bring in something new, or we go out in the street, bitch, make one lot of noise, and then come right back to the same sentence. And that's what we've been doing. We can't make noise without wanting to see certain results. And that's really what will cause people to want to go out and make one difference. They don't want to go out in the street, and then after that, after all that protest, we can go back to the similar situation that we were doing. And that's what we've been doing. We've been going out, making noise, we shout, we look like you change, and then it goes right back to the similar situation. And we can name the different scenarios. And I'm not telling you it's a waste of time, we should not protest. But we should decide if we are in protest to go all the way with our protests. Other than that, these forums here is where we make the noise, whether it's on Channel 5, Channel 7, I should say, or this media house. This is where we make the noise and inform the people. But if we're serious about making a fundamental change, then protest is only the first stage. We got to go all the way. We're all the way to make the change. We can't just talk about the change. We'll take a break and we'll come back. 280-5848, and we'll continue the conversation.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I'm a civil engineer here at M&M Engineering. Behind every successful production process in our factory come quality materials, skilled employees, and reliable equipment. Specifically, rebar and pre-stressing cable from Benny's, which are the building blocks of our products.
Not all rebar and steel are created equal. At Benny's, quality is savings, because building with trusted materials means building stronger, safer, and longer.
Through Benny's Enterprises and Banquet, M&M Engineering has access to the highest quality products and heavy-duty machinery that help us improve efficiency, maintain productivity, and provide the most reliable solutions to our clients.
Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super J. That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you for set firm boundary with your cell phone for certain day, for certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man one lady pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an Earth Strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, No Vida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flav, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Busy Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crown name. Would you get the man the crown? What you got to say? No! Just Dede, hyper stage songs and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabini, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Creme Radio, and Madisco.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bull, the beaches, the Jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Belize Diva Cyber Home Theater presents the 17th annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert entitled Begging for a Dollar. This event is to be held on Sunday, August 9th at the Big Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until live performance of Lucky Dube's Slave Band on the big screen with music juggled by DJ Butcho, DJ Smalls, Mark Despar, Bigger Ford, DJ Waters, DJ Dalla, and all backed up by Dotty Love Sound. Entrance fee only $15. There's gonna be a brand new electric scooter that will be raffled on the night of the Lucky Dube Tribute. For tickets, contact Dara at 623-3662 for only $5. The 17th annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert. Sponsors include Quayers Distillery Limited, Digi Wallet, Creme Radio and XTV, Honorable Anthony Mahler, Belize Tourism Board, Channel 7, Vibes Media and Television, Love FM, Mitch, Hot Off the Press, and Angela's Press.
The black man is coming out together with the white man. The white man is coming out together with the black man. Yeah.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can help right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
Welcome back. This is WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. I'm Nuri Muhammad here in the Thursday session of this well-talked and involved discussion and conversation every weekday morning here in Belize, here on XTV and Creme Radio. I asked the question, where is Oceania? I know you're dealing with on the ocean or the seaside, but what about our waterways? And don't you take an interest in the entire water health and marine health of our country? Where is the wildlife people here in Belize? Is it your concern is only on the reef, or don't you see the involvement of all of our waterways? Recently, Cabinet approved a permanent protection for approximately 17,000 acres of Turnif Atoll and their conservation trust. This is an important and a very important move that was made by the cabinet. But what does it say about them not making any kind of concerted effort to deal with this fish kill? I mean, this fish kill is not just something that happened today or yesterday. My understanding in reading the news that this has been going on for a little while, which was reported a couple of days ago, but it was observed even before that time. Why does it take us so long at the official level to get engaged and to make sure that we are conserving not only our fish life out in the sea, but also making sure that our fishes in our riverways, our waterways, and especially when it comes to those who consume our fish, is also protected. So I agree with the call from the South, Will Meher, really calling the government to check, to say that it's important that we do something about this and not allow it to simply be, well, it will be dealt with when we get a chance to deal with it. The environmental people haven't gone in there yet. We got to really wait a few more days and see. It cannot be like that. It has to be something urgent on the level of how dangerous it is. And we ought not to allow Santander to say, I want to get to you when I can, or we will release to you our information when we feel like. It ought to be a situation where the health of the people in that area is paramount. It is the most important thing, and so we are stopping everything to ensure that we get this matter cleared up and cleared up as quickly as we possibly can. Our number here is 280-5848. We got a couple of international things that we wanted to talk about, but we want to stay focused on our own situation here at home. 280-5848, 280-5848. Back to the acquisition by BTL and this non-discussion over the acquisition of Smart and BTL and Smart and SpeedNet. We've heard discussions, I've heard Mo's dealing with it over the last couple of days. I've heard Jules also focusing on it. The important aspect of this thing is that it is growing and it's growing and it's taking on its own life. Why should we, as owners of BTL, not be able to say to you, the government, that listen, this cannot fly. We need to go back to the drawing board and decide that you are not going to make this acquisition just because you feel like this company is going to gain from SpeedNet. And I am understanding from the Ashcroft interview that mostly what you're going to get out of this will be additional customers. It's not as if SpeedNet and Smart is bringing anything technologically that will improve BTL. In fact, BTL is a long distance ahead of Smart and SpeedNet when it comes to technology. So the only thing that could be gained from paying them $80 million would be additional customers. And that would have happened over a period of time anyway. Why pay $80 million for that? Those who know, and I don't, but those who know are saying, why not take that $80 million value and improve what BTL already has and keep SpeedNet and Smart as a working competition? Why eliminate the competition so that you become the only monopoly providing this service, and that in fact the rest of us don't have any choice except to go to you? It's unfair competition. It's against the Constitution. In fact, I have not read it, but it is against the very Telecommunications Act, which says that that should remain open and free for competition's sake. It's wrong to do it. It's wrong to do it the way it's being done. The protests have come. It's showing you that people are disagreeing with it. And if you go straight ahead, no matter what, to hell with the people, then you will get protests. You will develop one groundswell of protests. I respect those in the Senate that stood up and said that this cannot fly. We cannot sit back and allow this to take place and therefore walk out of the Senate. I agree with that unified move that was made by not only the opposition, but also the independent other partners that are in the Senate, such as the NTUCB, the Chamber of Commerce, and I also almost want to say the church senator, but Mr. Wade has said while he does not agree with the acquisition, he chose not to make that symbolic protest that his colleagues in the Senate made. I won't get into any details on that. I don't agree with his move, but I respect the fact that he did not make the move and did make a statement following it to say, I agree with my colleagues, but I don't feel like I should have may actually walk out because I have certain other things to say. I won't quibble about that. But that protest of those political leaders, meaning the opposition as well as those other senators, because it's all politics there. When we're in the Senate trying to decide issues that affect the people, they're all politicians in reality. I appreciate the fact that they chose that Senate meeting to send a signal to the government that they're not in favor of this acquisition and that we should pull back from that and keep competition in that market. Keep competition as a way in which we could keep balance, that we have a choice. We don't have no choice when it comes to water, you know, and you could pretty much figure out why. We don't have any choice when it comes to electricity, even though there are grids in different parts of the country that people are not telling us about. But those are not competitive areas. But BTL and the whole idea of intercommunication, the technology is such that, for example, what is the Elon Musk thing called? I forgot the name, but Elon Musk has a satellite up there that can in fact give BTL or any other telecommunication in Belize serious problem if it's allowed to be activated fully in Belize. It's only being allowed, of course, my understanding, is in deeply rural areas where there is no connection to the grid. So that satellite then becomes the means by which people can communicate. But suppose a government in the future decides to give more opportunity for this company to engage Belizeans outside of the jungle, actually within city limits, within reachable limits that BTL and SpeedNet is doing now. It would give serious competition, serious problems to our own indigenous companies. And I think maybe that is one of the reasons that BTL is trying to justify that we need to pull in, because we have this huge competition that eventually will come in. They have not been able to sell that to us. We don't understand that. I've only heard that sort of echoing somewhere in their press release. The reality is that right now, us having a choice of which telecommunications we want to have to deal with is a freedom of, not only a freedom of where we want to spend our money, but it is actually a freedom of the right to not be overtaken by decisions that are way beyond our control, that we ourselves as citizens don't have any say in. This is why I understand the PUC really listens to the people, even though their press release say that they don't want to sort of listen to us. They want to go through certain due diligence in their procedural way of coming up with whether they approve this or not. But really, the PUC should be a reflection of the people. It should be a reflection of how we feel about electricity rate, water rate, and certainly what goes on in telecommunication. So we're all going to wait to see what the PUC is going to say. It's already been predicted that they're going to just go along with whatever the government says, and that's another question I should put. That what we heard Francis Fonseca say yesterday is that this matter has not yet been brought to cabinet. Does that mean that those dissenting voices that we know exist in the cabinet can actually block this acquisition? Yeah, welcome, caller.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
The name of the Elon Musk system is Starlink.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Starlink. I don't know where they're going with my head this morning. Starlink, yes, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it, sir. And Starlink is a very powerful system because it advertises itself as you could stand in any part of the earth and connect with their satellite. And so with the way we are structured with our internet and telecommunication system, we are not in that position to compete. You have to put up towers and put up different signals in different parts of where you're servicing. Whereas with this particular service from SpeedNet, Starlink, sorry, they are able, by the virtue of the satellite that they have up there, give you access to internet services wherever you are. So we could not compete with that. Our local companies cannot compete with that as presently structured. So the important thing about it is that a decision has been made by the board. We would really want to hear, and we don't think it will happen. Maybe it's written in their rules and their procedures that their various board members who may disagree cannot come out publicly and say why they disagree. But we would like to hear the position of Alan Pollard. We would want to hear Ms. Perdomo's position. Will they have the freedom to speak openly and tell us why they disagreed? Welcome, caller. Welcome, caller.
Good morning, Nuri. Allah is Akbar, all day and all night.
Yes, sir. Welcome, brother.
Speaking about Starlink, I've been having Starlink for a whole year because I travel a lot.
Yeah.
To Asia, Europe, Africa, in the safaris, in the places where the lions and eating zebras. I take my Starlink on the road, and our company do not want to compete with that satellite dish. All you got to do is point it in the sky on your app. There's a lot of satellites all over the world that you must have. If you just point it up in the air with no type of branches or trees, and you have the best Wi-Fi in the world, and speed is so fast,
Yep.
and live streaming.
This is what I understand. Yeah, it's what I hear. All this buffering and things like that we have to go through. Like yesterday, man, I'm telling you, it was just buffering and buffering. I was calling the company and say, is there a problem with internet? Yeah. The man said, no, there's not a problem with internet. So yes, this is what I hear, is that once you point that up to the satellite, you get instant action, instant.
Yeah, I pay $175 US per month.
How much?
Unlimited.
I didn't hear the price. How much did you pay?
I pay $175 for unlimited. That's $175 US per month for unlimited.
Wow.
I can have 10, 15 people on my portal.
Wow.
There's no problem with the speed at all.
Wow. So you could allow 10 people to work on your $175 a month.
Yes, once in my location, like I was work, for example. Let's take Belize, for example. In order for you to have Starlink, you have to be in a rural area like me, for example. I'm by Gills Point, between Gills Point and Manatee on the coast over there. You have no access to signals. But in order for you to have it in Belize, you got to go to PUC, because I had to brought my street to Belize Airport. They seized it until I got my verification for PUC, seeing if my location qualifies me to have it in the country.
I see. Yeah. You have to, when you come into Belize with that service, you have to, I thought if it was a satellite, wherever you are, it works. You mean there's a way that Belize can block you from getting access to it?
No, highly impossible. No, you must.
Yeah, so I mean, you having it, when you visit relatives here in Belize, can you bring that same instrument and be able to get access to SpeedNet, to Starlink?
Oh yes.
Oh.
You know, I can be plugged up in a generator. I can be plugged up in an outlet. Can even have a power pack.
Yeah.
For my Starlink. I got a power pack that goes for like 4 or 6 hours with me not having no power. I can have my Starlink in my backpack and walk around with my Wi-Fi all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go camping, you go to the snow, you go to Africa, the safari, in Asia, Nuri, this thing. Really, stuff do not want to compete with in the months.
Yeah. Well, you could tell.
The worst thing to do is just a process. Because they might deny you or you won't deny you. It's a $250 process for you to try to go to PUC and I went to customs at first. I had to go to customs, I had to go to PUC, give me the runaround. I had to go online, go apply for this, pay $250 to be approved or denied. You know, we're supposed to approve it, everything. But yes, sir. Just a little bit about the information.
Yeah.
Starlink. I worked with SpaceX for 10 years on Hawthorne and Prairie Boulevard in Torrance with Elon Musk. So, yes, sir. You guys have a good day, sir. Allah is Akbar.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Indeed, Allah is Akbar. All right, our number here again is 280-5848, 280-5848. Let's take the last break and then we'll come back and have a few comments to make.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stancrick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super G. That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you for set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man one lady pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an earth-strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. The stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, No Vida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flavor, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crown name. What you get the man the crown? What you got to say? No! Just Dede, hyper stage sounds and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way.
Smart, bringing people together.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism, so we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Belize Daiwa Cyber Home Theater presents the 17th annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert entitled Begging for a Dollar. This event is to be held on Sunday, August 9th at the Big Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until live performance of Lucky Dube's Slave Band on the big screen with music juggled by DJ Butcho, DJ Smalls, Mark Despar, Bigger Ford, DJ Waters, DJ Dalla, and all backed up by Dotty Love Sound. Entrance fee only $15. There's gonna be a brand new electric scooter that will be raffled on the night of the Lucky Dube Tribute. For tickets, contact Dara at 623-3662 for only $5. The 17th annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert. Sponsors include Quayers Distillery Limited, Digi Wallet, Creme Radio and XTV, Honorable Anthony Mahler, Belize Tourism Board, Channel 7, Vibes Media and Television, Love FM, Mitch, Hot Off the Press, and Angela's Press.
The black man is coming out together with the white man. The white man are coming out together with the black man. Yeah.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
Come to the end of our program for this Thursday, and we hope, God willing, to be here again tomorrow. We thank all the callers. The very insistent young brother that called, I called him young the last time. He told me he's 50-something, so I missed your age, but you sung young in your voice. But you're concerned that Yaya is not a member of the Reparation Committee, and the questions that you were asking are all relevant questions, and I appreciate it. I want you to think that we didn't give importance to your question. We also appreciated the calls that came from everybody else with their particular concern about what's going on. This is a part of development. This is a part of democracy. This is a part of growth. We can't act as if it is the end game. It is not the end game. We are going through various struggles to try to be what we want to be. These politicians, they come and they go. These issues of corruption is not just now. It's been there. It's been going on. The previous administration was a headache when it came to that. When we go back several years, this idea of wanting to say 2 for me, 1 for you, 3 for me, 1 for you, it's not today. It's been going on. So if we want an end game, we want a different kind of system. We want a different political system. It will not come just by pissing up on the one that is in there now and saying, oh, well, yeah, this is the worst government we've ever had. Or this, I remember UDP used to say about Said Musa, oh, that's the worst politician that we've ever had. We could get to those kinds of emotional responses to the issues that affect us. But we can't end as if this is, when they call it, the sky is tumbling down. It's not tumbling down. It's forcing us as citizens to take positions that will change the game. And the change of the game can come 2 ways. As Mr. Golson and Mr. Richardson said years ago, we can make change by evolution, or we can make change by revolution. And as the man said yesterday, Mr. Sanchez in the Chamber of Commerce, are we ready to go in the streets? I remember with the heads of agreement, we were ready to go in the streets. We could remember that time. We could remember that we were willing to lock everything down to ensure that you would not pass the heads of agreement. We remember that. We've also seen different times where the union comes into the street, forces the government into a situation where eventually there's an election and there's a new government. That's our process. If we want a process where we go into the streets and decide to arm ourselves and change the government, that's a completely different story. So we got to decide what we want. Are we going to work this gradual evolutionary process where we're trying to improve ourselves as we go along, or are we going to go into the streets? There's some of us that may want to go into the streets, may want to get change in that way. That's why they arm the BDF the way they do, and they arm the police the way they do, because they know we may get a groundswell of opposition that even the military have to come and try and stop us. We got to decide exactly what we want to do. We can call and say what we want on these stations, and thank God we still have the freedom to do that, because there are some jurisdictions where you cannot get on no radio and criticize your government. You can't call out no prime minister. You can't say the thief, or else you will end up dead. We don't have that kind of system here. You have the right to call and to make as much noise as you want in regards to it, but after you finish making noise, how do we change it? How do we change it? We go in through a process that will lead up to an election. And then with that election, we hopefully will get new people in there who will promise us that they will not do what the previous government had done. We've been doing that for 45 years. And when the new government comes in that promised us they will not be like the previous government, then do the same thing. So is the system the problem? Is it that we need to change and put a different system in there? We've been hearing about representative democracy. Have we thought about that? Do we want to change that? We made noise about the type of change we wanted to make in our constitution, and we went through an entire process. What happened with that? That's on the desk of the Prime Minister that hasn't been introduced to the House to be debated. And much of that is not really changing the Constitution at all. It's just tweaking here and tweaking there, but we will not get a different Constitution. We will get the same Constitution. Anyway, let's end by saying that the changes that we are faced with here in Belize is very similar to our colleagues or our sister countries in Trinidad, in Guyana, in Jamaica, in Barbados, they're all faced with that same issue of we don't quite have the type of government and the accountable government that we would want, and we're always charging them, particularly with this issue of corruption. I pointed out last week that the Integrity Commission of Jamaica is saying that the Jamaican government is to be called to check for something very similar to what we are charging this government with these double pricing and these procurement issues. They are saying that over 70% of contracts, etc., that takes place in Jamaica are being given to friends of politicians. Where did we get that from? It's a similar situation taking place here. My point is, we're trying to make change, but we have to be careful that we're not thinking about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. That the bathwater, we want to get rid of the stink of the way you do things, but we don't want to throw out our democracy. We don't want to go backwards and try to start all over, especially if starting all over will put us in a peril where we don't have the resources to move ourselves forward. So all I'm doing here is saying that we need to think through our pride. Yes, it's good to get pissed off. It's good to make noise. But we should have an end game in mind. We should not just want to kick up the water, make noise, and then we just go right back to the same old, same old. We got to think seriously, what kind of changes do we want to see in our country? This is a beautiful country. Believe me, I have traveled, and I can tell you, there's no place like Belize. The opportunities that we have here is still here. We just got to deal with it, and we got to move with it. So we want to thank Larry Guerrero downstairs in our simulcast this morning. We want to thank Mr. Clifton Lewis. Christy Flowers was our MCO this morning. So Belizeans, stand strong and stand firm and do the right thing. We're gone.